Welcome to my channel. Have you ever said something and instantly regretted it? That moment when the words are out and you wish, deeply, that you could rewind time. But of course, once something is said, it can't be unsaid. That's why clever people, truly wise people, follow an unspoken rule. They know when to stay silent. And silence often speaks louder than any words. Today, I want to share something powerful with you. 7 things clever people don't say. Not because they're hiding something, but because they understand the strength in holding back. Through silence, they reveal their intelligence, self-control, and wisdom, things no fancy words can ever match. Learning to be silent at the right time is a superpower. It keeps you calm, centered, and respected. And when you master this, you'll rarely walk away from a conversation thinking, "Why did I say that?" Let's begin with the first one. "I already know that." This phrase shows up a lot in casual conversations. It sounds confident, maybe even impressive, but it often reveals something else, a closed mind. You see, when you believe you know everything, you shut the door to learning anything new. Growth stops. And often it comes across more as arrogance than intelligence. If you think you already know everything, you won't learn anything. Stoic thinkers believed that humility and self-awareness were the keys to lifelong learning. Knowledge isn't some solid block you own. It's a flowing river, always changing. One of the most valuable lessons I ever learned was the power of listening, really listening, even if I've heard the idea before. An old carpenter once said, "When my apprentice explains a technique I mastered years ago, I still listen carefully, because sometimes someone else's words help me see something in a new light." Listening shows respect. It deepens your understanding, and it proves you're not just smart, but wise. The second one, that's impossible. Clever people know that calling something impossible usually says more about your own fear than the actual difficulty of the task. Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about that. Our minds create limits before reality even gets a chance to speak. When you label something as impossible, you're giving up before you begin. Instead, focus on what you can control. Take one small step forward, no matter how minor. That step can break through the illusion of impossibility. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Challenges become chances when you shift your mindset. Don't get discouraged. See setbacks as unfamiliar terrain you can learn to walk through. Third, it's not my fault. Blaming others takes away your power. Clever people don't avoid responsibility. They embrace it. Not because they love being blamed, but because they want to make an impact. They want to be part of the solution. When something goes wrong, it's easy to point fingers at circumstances, at people, at anything. But true growth comes when you look inward, even if your role was tiny. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Owning your part, no matter how small, gives you control. You step into the driver's seat of your life. That's not weakness, that's strength. Fourth, I don't need help. This one might sound brave, even admirable, but it's one of the most dangerous lies we tell ourselves. Clever people know the truth. Wisdom grows in connection. Every great thinker, every successful leader, had advisors, mentors, and friends who helped shape their path. It wasn't weakness, it was wisdom. Asking for help isn't admitting defeat. It's recognizing the value of collaboration. True strength is saying, "I can't, and I don't want to, do this alone." Fifth, I'm too old for this. The moment you say this, you close the door to possibility. But clever people know that growth doesn't end with age. In fact, it gets better. Wisdom matures with time, and every moment we live is a chance to evolve. As long as you're breathing, you're learning. As long as your heart is beating, your story isn't over. Live with purpose, every single day. 6th, I'll do it later. Oh, the great trap of postponement. This sentence feels harmless, but it steals your most precious asset: time. Procrastination is just delayed regret. Clever people don't wait for perfect timing. They act now. To do what matters now. Every moment you wait is a moment you never get back. So don't wait. Act with clarity, live with urgency, and don't let fear or laziness rob you of your progress. And the last one, that's just who I am. This phrase? It's the sound of someone giving up on change. But clever people know we are not fixed. We are evolving beings, always becoming something new. The Stoics believed in mastering the self and constantly improving. So don't let past habits or old beliefs hold you hostage. You can change. You are changing. The truly intelligent person walks the path of growth. They strive to be a better version of themselves every day, not because they're broken, but because they believe in the power of transformation. So, my friend, which of these 7 phrases have you used before, and which ones will you stop using today? These are not just random lines, they are traps. Each of them limits your growth, blocks your wisdom, and holds you back from your full potential. But when you embrace humility, take responsibility, seek support, persist, act without delay, and believe in your ability to evolve, you rise above them. Stay strong and committed to your journey. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and let it guide you toward a more powerful, peaceful life. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. If you found this message helpful, I'd love it if you could support us with a like, a thoughtful comment, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let's keep walking this path of growth and wisdom together.